In some ways I hesitate to talk about this next subject because I always say I'm one candy bar away from making a mistake. I'm one brownie away from eating too many. And I'm one chocolate chip cookie away from eating the whole picking batch. But just let me tell you this. I'm working hard at something, and that is being in physical shape. Why? I want to accomplish more in the latter third of my life than I did in the first 2/3 of my life, and that's not going to be possible without being in somewhat of good physical condition. Now, I don't want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess I don't want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger anyway, so maybe that's a bad example to bring up anyway. But before he got into all the things he got into now, he was the epitome of athleticism and physical physique. I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to run with my grandkids, my kids, and to keep a high level of fruitfulness and results in my life because of what God's called me to do. And there are people at our church and people that I know that, let me tell you, are making a big difference in my life because they're holding me accountable. I'm holding them accountable. And as a result of being in physical shape, guess what? Our minds are clearer and there's a greater connection with Christ. In fact, I'm right here on a beach next to a house where one of my buddies, who is a true triathlete, I mean, this guy literally does the 2.4 mile swim, the 112 mile bike, and the 26.2 mile run. I don't do any of that, okay? But he does I actually ran with him the other day around our lake. He's inspired me a lot, and the reason that he's inspired me is that he's a disciplined guy. He wants to get the most out of life, and you know what? He's growing in Christ. There really is a connection between the mental, the social, the physical, and the spiritual. I know a lot of people who are spiritually fit, but they're grossly overweight or they don't take care of themselves. So I guess you'd have to question, are they really spiritually fit? Probably not. So that'd probably be one that's going to create some controversy in this blog, but I want to be a healthy individual. Notice I didn't say balanced individual because I don't know in our world if balance is the real issue, health is the issue, and I want to be healthy emotionally, socially, spiritually, and physically. So guess what? That's why this morning I went out and ran over 4 miles. And may never run a marathon, but if 4 to 5 days a week I can work up a good sweat, spend some great time with Christ, have time to pray, and because of it, I can be in better shape as a leader, a husband, and a father, and a friend, I'm going to do it. What are you doing today to be physically fit? Go for it. Get your booty out of bed. Get your butt out of the office. Do it now. Work up a sweat.